It should be behind this panel. Just let me break off the ice and there. You had better not fail. I'll use your head as a battering ram to open a new hole. Oh, if the gate jams. I was going to say, it's harsh. I take a look at the mechanism embedded in the wall. I have no idea how it works, but that's none of my concern right now. The main problem is that a thick layer of ice has covered it entirely. Clearly, that was preventing the switch from triggering. At least, I hope so. It looks like this mechanism is frozen solid. If we synthesize a vial of fire ether, it should be able to melt the ice without damaging it. Hopefully. Fancy kit you've got there for a wanderer. I bet you stole that from a poor defenses lady. Go on, Captain. Smack him! Smack him! Oh, he's not going to smack him. Yeah, I've had this for a while. Also, it's none of your business. As I recall, she was not poor, nor she was defenseless. I said, would you shut up before I wring the life out of you? I'll bet you need a match for that, right? Luckily, we guards always carry around a few. Here, take one. How generous of you. Successfully completing alchemy puzzles will also increase your notoriety. If you choose to skip them, it will stay the same, but if it reaches a certain level, something might change. Oh god, we've got a mini-game, this is going to be awful. How to perform alchemy. Yeah, I'm normally not very good with alchemy, because I've got to do it very quickly. To begin the reaction, place a piece onto a coloured-like tile. What? Place a different coloured element next to it and continue the chain. Pieces must be chained to fill all the elemental slots on the board. If you run out of space, use the change piece option to skip past that piece. I don't get this, what? The abort will end the puzzle in failure and continue the story. The abort button. 25 pieces, 33 chain. I assume this is the easy one, but I don't know what I'm doing. I should have really have saved it, if I'm honest. Like, green, red, green. I don't understand how this works. How does this work? What? Change piece. Okay, so now we can go blue. I have no idea what we're supposed to do. Like, how are we supposed to get, for example, like to that? It's miles away. Reset board. Okay, so we can do it as many times as we want, and there's no time limit from what I can see. I mean, okay, so green, red, green, red. Now I'm looking for a green one. There is someone who understands this. I just don't. Oh, Christ, no, he didn't mean to do. Rank? You travel from town to town, but no one knows or cares much about you or your exploits. Chaos and order. Oh, wow. Alright, hang on a minute. We're going to pause it, just so you're not sort of looking at me wondrously go through it. I'm sure it's easy, and I'm just missing something. Hang on a second. Okay, so I kind of understand how it works. Kind of. Like, sometimes it just doesn't appear to work. No, we've got to do this. This is the first one. It's just not exactly fucking easy. And yes, there's someone sitting there going, oh, well, I know how to do this. Yes, well, I'm recording. Like, it's not as easy to do this when you're under a time limit. Well, you know, a certain amount of pressure anyway. Yeah, I've done the same thing again. We might have to look up how to do this because, I mean, for a first puzzle, it's not fucking easy. Hang on a second. Wait, there we are. Yeah, that wasn't easy for a first one. I tried to think what they're going to be like later on. There we are. Reaction complete. I am the greatest of all the peeps. At least I can fail it. So it's alright. Increase order, increase chaos. If I was alone, I'd go order. Alright, we're good. We're good. Order. Stand back, everyone. The ice melts from the mechanism straight away as the fire energy manifests through my palm. Torrin stands back just in time to avoid the flames singeing his cape even. I press what looks like some sort of switch and the gate miraculously springs to life with the sound of screeching rusty gears. Alright, score one for Team Dougal. You should have just turned around and been like, yep, there you are. I'm an alchemist. Not just fucking... Yeah, celebratory as these two evil-looking creatures look at me. If I knew it was that easy to fix, I'd have done it myself years ago. Hey, sir, the gate is moving on its own. Does that mean I'm out of the job? Guys? You don't look like the alchemist type. Just move on through before I change my mind. Did they say he was an alchemist? I missed that. The business district. No ice here, but I imagine they have fired it. Although, lots of shadows moving around. Isaac and I passed through the archway, finding ourselves in the midst of a throng of people. Well, we already started out by doing this town a service. If we didn't get paid, I don't consider it a service. Plus, how many people do you think would want to travel to the ice fields anyway? Good point. Many people, now they can expand their lands onto... Yeah, I see his point. Oh, good point. The stupidity I put up with. I saunter down the road, grateful to be simply out of the cold, relatively speaking, of course. Far from the peaceful calm outside the gates, this area of the town is bustling with activities. Merchants sell their wares to an eager populace. There sure are a lot of people here. It's busy for such a small town. Well, I mean, it's a town surrounded by God knows how many miles of ice. Of course it's busy. Ahem. I could go for some fresh fruit right about now. There are just too many to choose from. Ahem. What's the matter, Isaac? Are you feeling alright? I feel right as rain if that rain was frozen solid. We'd better find an inn. Where do you suppose an inn would be in this town? I'm going to have to guess and say not the business district. Don't ask me. They usually tend to be in the last places we look anyway. You're about as useless as they come, Isaac. I'm going to have to... Don't you dare try and kick me around again. I've been sharpening my claws for this. Dougal? Dougal? Wait, hang on a second. I kick him around? I assume that's metaphorically speaking. I'm suddenly struck by the realization that the town seems to be surrounded by mountains. It appears to be located in a sort of gigantic basin. So, what are you saying? What's the matter, Dougal? Have you gotten too much snow in your ears? No, that's just hair. It happens when you're older. I've never seen a town like this before. Do you think this used to be a lake? Does it matter? Well, no, but then focus on the task at hand, you scatterbrained ningaboop. It means there must be one hell of an alchemist there. I think that's what they're trying to allude to. We should probably start asking for directions. How about one of the guards? They're sure to know something. Something. Doesn't always mean everything. I walk up to one of the guards on patrol, clearing my throat. Yeah, what's the problem? Oh. There are several guards that look like this then. I suppose it's uniform, and they all do have to be beefy. Do you know where the most economical inn in town is? How the heck should I know that? I live here. It's not like I would need to sleep in an inn. I'd have thought you at least... Never mind. Got anything else, or can I get back to my shift? When information is unlocked during the course of the story, it will be highlighted green and can be accessed by opening the dossier from the navigational main menu. Okay, that's cool. I was wondering why the Empire would have a town all the way out here. If you want to know more about Isambard, fired away. I'm bored stiff patrolling this place. Nothing interesting ever happens. Wait, what? Just a minute ago you were eager to get back to your shift. Whatever. Some questions are required to proceed and are marked as stars. Non-starter questions aren't required to advance the story. Oh, yes, but you ask everything. How did Torrin become the guard captain? I'm amazed your guard captain's actually a Ferran. Most people are. There's a story behind that. You know, 10 years ago, the town was under attack by a band of bloodthirsty Ferran bandits. There were only 7 mercs who they could round up inside the town, and one of them was Torrin. They pulled the money from the townspeople to pay them, but the bandits killed them all, except for Torrin. Of course, he single-handedly sent them packing. He could have taken the money and left, but the citizens made him honorary captain of the guard, and he decided to take the position instead. That's very kind of him. If I didn't doubt he was powerful before, I certainly don't now. He's actually surprisingly restrained, all things considered. His bark is worse than his bite, unless, of course, he actually decides to bite. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I'm probably not going to challenge him. Why is there such a large gate in the middle of nowhere? You're a traveller, eh? Well, you sure lucked out with that one. In fact, I was part of the Imperial mining crew 30-odd years ago when they first dug this place out. Dug it out? You mean it used to be buried? Icebound goes way back, so this guy's at least 50. Not looking bad for 50, I wouldn't mind that. At least 600 years, maybe more. When we found it, though, it was barely visible under the ice. Only a few of the original buildings were left standing. Why would they dig an entire town from under the ice? That sounds like an awfully high expense, even for the Empire. Apparently some artifacts were buried here that were valuable enough to make up for the difference. So, where are the valuable artifacts you were talking about? The Empire carted away anything lying around the airship. There's an airship. There is an airship. I know what I'm stealing later, so don't start digging just yet. Goddess knows what experiments the Academy is doing on them now. Historical preservation, my arse. It's a bummer. Was there anything else the Empire was looking for? Damned if I know. Some people say Icebound was an ancient city, others to say it was a mass grave back during the Goddess War. A mass grave? It's not the kind of ghost, is it? You actually believe in that crap? I'm the alchemist here. I'll be the one who judges. Thank you very much. No, of course not. Shudder. Gah! Ghosts are the least of my problems, with so many miscreants running around the town. Watch as they were cut out for them. What if a ghost starts stealing? Then he's really fucked. Why are there so many people here? I'm surprised at the amount of people milling around town. It's surprisingly large, considering its remote location. Unlike most towns, Icebound is safe from snow devils, storms, and... I assume snow devil is like a superstitious thing, but there we have a guard saying that, you know, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. But this, though, since we're located in this giant hole, it's something the ancient residents realised too. No doubt, I guess, the snowstorms were big back then as they are now. Not only that, but we're also located at the intersection of a few major trade routes. All the traffic flows to the Imperial Port to the west, including pretty much anyone who can't afford airship fuel. That's where I came from, so I guess you're right about that. You don't look like a capital boy. What, because I'm not wearing the right clothing? Racist. That's because I didn't come from the capital. I haven't been back there for years. Yeah, I'm surprised you remember the last time you were there, because you've only got a memory 3 years long. I don't blame you. I've had enough of that old layer cake to last me a lifetime. Sanctum can go burn for all I care. It's called Sanctum. That normally means something bad's going on. For such a new town, it looks like you built it pretty quickly. Most of it anyway. Some of the stuff around here is pretty old indeed. So you'd better watch out for those ghosts. See what he did there. Alright, no further questions. Well, I think we'll choose that one. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I have to get going myself. Don't mention it. Talking with you brought back some fond memories. High explosives, avalanches. Oh man, it took a week to dig Joe out from under that one. Fond memories, he says. Would fond really be the right word? Yeah, see? Isaac and I. See? We should get married. Well, that turned up nothing. Let's use plan B instead. Hurry up, Reddy. Just talk to someone before I lose up. Well, use the loose of my wings. I don't know. It seems like you heated up pretty well from all your complaining. We're just moaning. We're like an old married couple at this point. We're just bickering. There are so many people here that I can't figure out who to ask. I decided to close my eyes and pick out someone at random, spinning in a circle that would hopefully make Isaac dizzy enough to shut his mouth. When I open them again, the woman is staring right at me as if I'm completely insane. Smooth move, Dougal. Oh, hello. Are you new to Icebound? Which is her way of just going, are you completely retarded? Or... Oh, wait, no, sorry, you can't say retarded anymore. R-word, offensive trigger. Are you completely idiotic? See, much better, much better. I guess you could say that. What's with the sudden welcome wagon? Why would I not welcome you here? All who visit this town are welcome to join my flock. After all, I am a woman of the cloth. A priestess of Horus? Oh, I saw she just meant she was like essentially a clothes maker, a tailor. That's what I'm looking for. A woman of the cloth means a priestess. Just my luck that you'd be the first one I'd run into. Whatever is the matter? Yeah, say that out loud. That's really going to end well. Well, you see, there's a slight problem. I'm Dougal, this is Isaac, and well, he's my familiar. Dougal? Yeah, it's a strange name. I doubt many people would have it. I'm sure they wouldn't. What? Wait, are you going to chastise me for being an alchemist? Don't be alarmed, I harbour no ill towards your kin. My name is Heather, and I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm curious to know what drew you to this place. No one I've had to call Dave so far yet. I'm slightly disappointed. You could check your notoriety using the menu. Order blue and Chaos red choices will change it more drastically at the expense of the other stat. Will you stay balanced or pledge allegiance to Horus or the demons? God, the demons seem interesting. It's just always a surefire way to a bad ending. I was paying homage to Horus. I go where the wind blows. I don't want to do that. This just seems like a horrible idea. I don't even know what it is. I figure I might as well tell her the truth. Nothing else comes to mind, at least. Yeah, see? Rule number 1 in visual novels. Always tell the truth. Always tell the truth. Don't lie. Lying never gets you anywhere. I didn't come here as a destination. I'd like to travel from town to town, you see? What an interesting lifestyle. I can't say I've seen many people who are disproposed to such a thing. Yeah, if I was living in this world, I wouldn't be doing what Dougal does either, so don't worry, I can actually agree with you, Heather.